This is Cynthia Allen, and this is my bone video for the appendicular skeleton. We're going to start with the pectoral girdle and take a look at the scapula here. This is the scapula. This is the acromion end, and this is the sternal end. Moving on from there, we're going to go to the arm, and this is the humerus bone. The head of the humerus is up here. We have the gradal tubercle, which is right over here, and the medial or the lesser tubercle, which would be the inside medial area. The deltoid tuberosity is right here. There's like a little notch or a little bump there. The medial epicondyle is down here. This is the medial epicondyle area. The lateral epicondyle is on the other side here. This would be the lateral epicondyle. The coronoid fossa is right here, and this allows the ulna, the corresponding process of the ulna, to move freely. The elbow there. The capitulum, it articulates with the radial or the radius, and that would be over here. The trochlea articulates with the ulna, and it's right next to the capitis, so it's over here. The olecranon fossa allows the process of the ulna to move freely. So it would be down here, and it would allow the elbow to bend and move freely. Now moving on to the forearm, we have the ulna, which is this longer bone that leads, I always remember it because it leads to the pinky. Somehow I connected those together. And then the two bones here, along with the humerus, make the elbow. So they make the elbow bone. You can see that. The coronoid process is this right here. The styloid process is down here by the wrist area. The radius is this bone, which is closer going towards the thumb. The top here is the head of the radius. The radial tuberosity is the this like notch right here. Oop. That's the radial tuberosity. The styloid process is right here. Styloid process. Now we're going to move on to the carpus, which is the hand area. And it's kind of hard to see all these little bones, but the proximal row is this right. It's going to be this row right in here, and I'm gonna do my best to point out the scaphoid would be right here, closer to the thumb, but it would be down here closer to the wrist, so the thumb and the wrist right there, scaphoid. Then you have the lunate, which is right next to the scaphoid, the lunate. Then you move on to the triquetral, which is next to the lunate, and then the pisiform is near the wrist, on the peaky end, and this would be the pisiform. And we're going to move on to talk about the distal row, and we have right here which would be the trapezium. So right there would be the trapezium. The trapezoid is right here. Then you move on to the capitate, which is under the third digit here. And then the hamate, which would be the right here between the fourth and fifth digits. The lower end of the radial and the ulna form the wrist joint. And the carpal metacarpal joint forms the pollux, which is the thumb. These are the metacarpals right here, and then these are the phalanges. Those are phalanges. Now we're going to go on to the pelvic girdle, which is the coxal bones, which is these two bones either side, and then the sacrum right in here, the sacrum and the coccyx, and those make the pelvic girdle there. So you can see how they fuse together, the edges here, boom, and then boom, and then those are kind of fused together anyway. Next we're going to talk about the actual, one of the hip bones, the